What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel once again. It's Radio Xposed, and I go by the name Mike, and I'm going to be the host for another edition of the show today. And on this channel, mostly we talk about a lot of stuff that goes on in the world, most especially in Ghana, which is where I come from. Shout out to all my Ghanaian brothers and sisters, and I wish the country keeps developing as we're seeing now. I mean, it's not the best that we want, but gradually we're going to get there. It's not going to be just in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day, so we got to understand that. And before I move on, you know the drill. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop a video on the channel. You know, become part of the Radio Xposed team, and let's grow together. And let me remind you, please, we've got a website coming that you can actually visit to read more on the stories that we do on this channel. And also, you can follow us on all social media platforms. We have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Radio Xposed. You can find us. So it is what it is. Today, we got a lot of stories coming, actually. So I'm going to talk about stuff that went on within this week. And the first thing that I'm going to talk about is this. Actually, we all know this guy, Michael Blackson, who is actually a comedian. And if you really know him, most of his life has been based in America, so kind of Ghanaian American, as you would put it. And I watched one of his interviews, and he was saying what he saw in Ghana, which actually motivated him to build a school in Ghana. And God being so good, I gotta give it up to this guy. This man has actually done what he really wanted to do, which is he wanted to build a school in Ghana where it's gonna be free. You know what I'm saying? So, thank him. I really love what he has done. This is a kind gesture.
I'm building a school in Ghana. Did you know that? I'm giving back. I'm building a school in the village. Now, one thing about Ghana, on most of Africa, you know, we have like government schools, which is considered public schools, and they have private schools. Right. Government schools are the ones supposed to be free, but it's still got a few expenses here and there. Right. You know, those fill up fast or they're overcrowded with kids. And then if you don't get any time, and you can't afford to go to school, guess what happened? You don't go to school. Right. You just hang around the marketplace, help your mother, whatever. Right. So I said to myself, you know,
you're gonna set up a school.
I'm gonna get a private school and let all the kids get a scholarship.
How many students will be allowed to go to your school?
200. I'm looking at it's gonna be equivalent to like 1st to 9th grade. They recently made 10th, 11th, 12th grade free. Okay. So I'm like, let me go to the one that's not free. Right. Which is 1st to 9th. And maybe 25 kids per class. Right. And then let them all get a scholarship. You know, where I'll be pretty much paying for this out of my pocket.
That's amazing. Yeah. You'll be blessed with that. Did you always want to do that? What made you decide to say, you know what? I want to build a school.
This is why I did it. So it took me 15 years to go back because of course I had to start from nothing. I had no money. Once I was able to make some money, I said, let me go and see my people. Right. So I went back. And then
that had to be a big change. 15 years, people change. There's a lot of change in 15 days. There's a lot of change in a year. 15 years.
At that moment where I went to in my my little town or close, it's a town. It's not quite a village. Right. It's close. It's look villagey enough. And I remember being at this place as a little kid. Mm-hmm. You know, when I was like 3 years old. I remember being there. I remember 3 years old. And then when I went back. I actually went back there at 8 years old again, but when I went back 15 years later, it looked the same to me. Uh-huh. You know, then I remember going to the marketplace to buy stuff, and I'm like, I see kids in the marketplace doing school hours. So I'm like, why are these kids not in school? Right. Then I found out that the government schools fills up, they can't afford to go to school, so they're just out here helping their mothers sell fruit or whatever they're doing. So I'm like, okay, so I went to the nearest school, the local school. At that time, this is the year 2001. I just did the movie next Friday. Right. So I went to the local school. I'm like, you know, what it costs to go to school? And I found out at that time, it was about $80 a year for a kid to go to school. I'm like, we spent that shit at the bar. Right. You know, so I remember going back and like grabbing like 4 kids, talking to their parents. I'm like, you know, let me pay for their school for the next whatever amount of year. It wasn't much, $2,500, whatever it was, cost me. And I paid for them to go to school. And I'm like, then I started thinking about, I need to do something about this. Yeah. You know, I can't go pay for every kid to go to school. Maybe one day I would build my own school. And when I got to the point where I was able to do it, which is now, decided to make it happen.
We talk about giving back to the community. This guy's been living, he made his money in America, but he came back to Ghana where his roots are, and he's been living in Ghana for some time now. He's been in there with his fiancée, and I think they're having the best life they want. And so over the week, his school was outdoored after maybe a year or what that I saw his video talking about how he saw a kid in the streets in Ghana, and he asked why the kid is still out there, because it's supposed to be a time that he should be in classroom, and he said, oh, money, blah 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 blah. And I'm gonna play a video, and actually you'll listen to what Michael Blackson said, why and the reason why he actually wanted to build a school, which has already been built, and now you could see how beautiful that school is.
And so my major first question will be, standing here right now, looking at the ultra-modern facility for children. Back then, when you were struggling in America, did you have this notion, this thought that one day you're going to achieve this?
I had no idea, man. You know, when you leave and go to America, all you want is just a job, making anything to send money home to help your family little by little. This is beyond my dreams, man. This is just all part of God's plan. God had a plan. And when God plans something, there's no stopping. And, he touched me, he blessed me, took me from nothing, from selling candy, from shelter homes, where we didn't have our own home, live in people's homes, to, get me up this far to give something back to the people. And when God bless you, you gotta give back. That's an important thing. And that's one of my motto for the school. I told these kids, whenever the kids graduate out of here and go somewhere else and make it in life, I'll tell them, you have to promise me you come and give back. Can't forget where you came from. And if you want to receive, you got to give. And it's the best feeling in the world. When I came here 20 years ago and saw the kids not in school because they couldn't afford to go to school or whatever other reason were, and God touched my heart, and I knew this is what I had to do. It's like it's been on my heart for 20 years. Finally, 20 years is over. The mission is done. And the kids, and they're going on. It's about free school. The only thing I got paid for is pay for attention. Pay attention to listen.
No, I wanted to stress on that. You just mentioned that everything is free.
Yes,
you just have to pay attention.
Pay attention
on your books.
On the book.
It's free.
Everything's free.
Everything is free.
Free uniform.
Uniform free.
Free food, free uniform, free
free
education.
Food, free uniform, free education.
Just
literally
pay attention.
Just pay attention.
To your teacher.
Big congratulations to you, and God bless you. And this is a big legacy to yourself and your family. God bless you.
Okay.
Hey.
Mike.
Did I say?
Mike.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Those are educational people. Talk about girls.
It's a beautiful thing, and it's quite interesting and fun when you see people who have their roots in Africa, not just Ghana. It could be elsewhere, Nigeria, Cameroon, Gabon, wherever. Go back home and actually contribute to the development of the country that the country of their birth or their roots. Just as Michael Blackson has done. And there are a lot of African Americans who are actually in Ghana. Most of these people come to Ghana and they see the opportunities that they can have in Ghana, investment opportunities, and contribute to the development of this country we all love, Ghana. So I really love it, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna play the video of Michael Blackson so you get to listen what he said. And his main point is, education is the main way to success, and money shouldn't be a reason why somebody gets no education.
Giving back to these children a chance to become great. Greatness starts with education, and a foundational education should not come with a financial barriers.
So his main motive was building a school that will actually have a lot of people coming in there. And it's not like they're going to pay anything. They're going to do it for free. And let me remind you, actually, there's this guy in Ghana, Kojon Kansan Lowen, who is a comedian, stroke actor, stroke musician, who actually did that with the same motive. But he was actually charging less, which I still think it's a good initiative that we all need to applaud.
No, but say school fees. No, catch me say you say 4 boy they will 10 cars, 10 buses.
Me I say me I didn't me yama dachi. Ghana for that kind.
Legacy.
Okay, you wait to penny for na kwame kumanye bia no. Woni wiase. But uba usi motor we so akai no. Tie celebrities no dey na dey beto ama inu mo mba na be kai dachi. Abere yin me nye yin mu no. Me say ne me si fie na fa me kwa na metim. Me to ka so na fa me kwa na metim. And me nye school enhye me no munyam eno man Ghana nyina.
Wow.
The school no fees am beje be school fees better you bet 3,000 or 4,000 for term no. Meji 100 cities be 1.5 be 2 million. Yes. Cause me say mentima on Kobe. Me say me ma obi for Kobe. Answer. Me ya me district no.
That's beautiful.
So when you inya me kwampa.
Akawa close down.
Because from last 2 months be nyina no. Bus ba ko be affiliate 4,000 for now affiliate about 6,000. Week
from Monday to a year, yes. Friday was a Thursday.
What talk for the comment in Friday is Thursday. The whole week, me to for a 20 million every week. Yeah. Come casting 10. Basa casting 3. Hopefully, Bakubi be 4,500. It be 3,500. This time, got number 6,000 something.
Just like Kojon Kansan did before, he's done it. The only difference is Michael Blackson is saying his is completely free, which is what the government has actually done in Ghana with the free senior high school. And I think I love it. I loved it. This is a great gesture. He's giving back to the community. That's what we all have to do. So you get the likes of Dave Chappelle in Ghana and the experience in the life in Ghana and what they can actually, the contributions that they can make. We all hope the likes of Steve Harvey, who has been to Ghana, Jay-Z, Beyonce, McMill, T-Pain, Ricky Ross, all these guys, we all wish they come back to the country and actually contribute to the development. They can invest in Ghana. Now you got to come back to Ghana and invest. Ghana is the country. I mean, Ghana is your home. If you really want me to say it, Ghana is your home. Just come back, contribute to the development of this country. And the problem is, when these guys come, we all hope the people in positions don't try to extort money from them and, try to take dubious monies from them before they allow them to, because it pushes them away. And as we know in Ghana, most of our people, this is how they behave. The moment they see a little bit of opportunity somewhere, they want to extract or extort money from there. We don't want that. Let them come in and invest with wholeheartedly with their love and the interest that they have in contributing to the development of this country. We shouldn't do stuff that will actually push them away. Just like Michael Blackson has done. He's cool. It's a very beautiful thing that he's done. But my wish, the people that he's going to put in place to manage the school shouldn't make it like, oh, this is not mine. It's not my property. It's for somebody else. So I'm not going to do it like it's mine. We have to work in there like you have your own property that you're protecting. That is how we can build the nation. But if you go in there and act, you try to be like a Desica with the work. Oh, this is not my job. Government's work, we don't carry it on our head. We carry it on our shoulders and all that. If you go in there and do all those kind of things, it will collapse. That's not what we want. The motive is building the school to put in kids to go there, study for free so that they can acquire knowledge. And the knowledge they acquire is going to contribute to the nation building in the future. It's not just now. In the future, we're going to see some of these kids coming out of this school being lawyers, engineers, electricians. You know what I'm saying? They are going to be contributing to the nation building. So if we do stuff that will actually break them down now, we cannot develop in the future. This is my prayer and this is what I wish. Once again, congratulations to Michael Blackson. You see him with his beautiful girlfriend, his fiancée, and they are loving it in Ghana. You see all these black Americans coming into Ghana. It's not because they just want to come. It's because we are showing them the love. We are showing them this is your home. And we are showing them there are a lot of opportunities in Ghana that you can actually tap in and help to nation building. contribute to the development of the country, Ghana. This is what we all want. You understand? Once again, congratulations to Michael Blackson, and his family should be proud of him to be doing this. I love it, and we wish we get more of this. Even not just Black Americans who are coming into Ghana, even with our own. Like yesterday, I saw on the news when the Shea says she wishes she could build a hospital and an orphanage in Ghana.
But there is so much money in music, because the money I'm making now, just even from my streams alone, I couldn't have made it, and I want to do big things.
Shall you feature me? Tell her, call you.
Sure. Hey, what this go?
Small. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm grateful.
Yes,
I'm grateful.
I know.
It's good. It's good.
So I think music. The things I want to do in my life, build the hospitals and the orphanages one day.
It's still your line of work.
Yes,
right.
I want to do that. So in order for me to do that, I should be able to get more money. And I knew music. I mean, I see the Beyoncés, I see the Rihannas. I was like, yo.
And that's the level you want to get to.
Exactly.
That's the limit. That's the level.
That is beautiful. We have to motivate her. Motivate Wendy Shea so she can actually make this kind of stuff to help in nation building. Just look at this. A lot of people keep talking. The nation is sinking. We are doing this. How are you contributing? Shatawale is running Shazi. It's giving employment. We have to applaud these kind of things. We are in a country where our own Black people, our own nation, fellow countrymen and women are doing stuff like this. We are not applauding them. We are not motivating them, but rather we are discouraging them. And we even go in there to work and destroy these companies. We don't want to have those kind of attitudes in 2023. Michael Blackson comes down there and builds this, and everyone is speaking on it. Wendy Shea says she wishes she could build a hospital or an orphanage. What are we saying to that? We have to applaud. Even now that she said it, the intention to build something like that is even good enough. So what we need to do now is motivate her, encourage her to push more and do that, because when she does it, it's not going to be her property. It's going to be, even if it is her property, it's going to be a benefit to a lot more people just than her. She isn't going to be the only beneficiary. It's going to benefit multiples. This is what we need to be applauding. Kojon Cancer built his school and he's charging less. He could charge more and make more money, but he says because people are not, when we look at the poverty rate, we have a lot of people who don't have money to go to school. So at least the little you can have. He's not a rich man as Kennedy Japan or Despite or Furi Sapon or Sam Jonah. He's only building his career by himself. So the little he made, he tries to build a school. Well, I'm building the school. I can't take exorbitant bills, but the little I can take is this. So you can pay and get in. It's a kind gesture. We need to applaud these kind of things. Shatawale is running Shazi and he's employing people. That is creating of employment. Rather than keep talking every day, we need to act and do things that will actually contribute. All right, guys, please. Just like I said, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop a video on the channel. And one more time, I'll say thank you for the support you've been giving us on this channel, and I really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and you get more stories. And actually, watch out for the website coming. Peace. We out.